Political philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli once said that the ends justify the means. Okay, so when it comes to a college degree, what is the value of having this degree? And do the ends justify the means that we will go through to obtain one? So that's exactly what we're going to be unpacking in this video today. And before I jump into that, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Marissa, and I am a student success coach. I work with students and families to help them eliminate the stress from the U.S. college admissions process. I do that by helping students craft their unique messages to schools that they are interested in, but also to help them build a list that's going to be the right fit so that they will be able to come to that determination. It can be a daunting and complicated process, but I help eliminate the stress of that. And so if that is something that you're interested in, stick around. That's what we talk about. Make sure that you are liking and subscribe to this video wherever you see it. All right, let's get back to the subject at hand, value. I think this conversation about value is really important because we do place value on things, and in society we have determined that a college degree is valuable and it's a worthy pursuit. But there are different schools of thought when it comes to the why we want to pursue a college education, why we want to study in an institution of higher learning, and the institutions that we end up gravitating towards. All of those things are part of the value conversation that is worth unpacking. I also think it's important because during the admissions process, because students are acting and moving according to this inner knowing or really outer noise of what value is. And so they have this daunting process of trying to distill everything, the noise of what they've heard around them in their schools, around families, around friends, around culture, social media, TikTok, about what is valuable and which degrees, which institutions they should be gravitating towards. And then, doing this internal check of where will they have the more fulfilling experience? Where will they be more prepared for their future? So there are about 3 schools of thought. There could be more, but let's distill it to 3 schools of thought when it comes to this pursuit of higher learning. The first is that you go to school for the sake of learning, right? What learning will bring to you. The value of being in the classroom, of unpacking a subject matter, of studying and being committed to a field of interest, right? And building your knowledge and pride in that, developing those relationships with your faculty member who is an expert in this field of study, and you being challenged to think critically, right? As your knowledge grows, your wisdom also grows, and it also builds confidence, right? So this value of learning, being wholly devoted to that subject of study and the experience of growing in knowledge and insight, that's value. Value is placed on that. All right, that's not free. You got to pay for that. So there's value in that. Fostering that sense of curiosity that comes with learning. Those are critical life skills that will only grow, and college is an incredible space and place for that, right? A second school of thought, I would say, is about that finding of your tribe, community, right? Where do I belong? When I talk to people that, I went to college with, or when I think about my own college experience, the experiences that stood out to me definitely had to do with being in community, right? Being part of a specific dorm community, being part of a specific organization, people that I was committed to doing life with outside of the classroom, causes that we were serving together, and how that really built and fostered a sense of sisterhood among girlfriends, and just a sense of being part of a collective with student bodies and others, people who shared that of a like mind, right? So just being around like-minded people and being encouraged to grow in that way. It also was just the seed of finding and fostering lifelong friendships and relationships. I remember, participating in an internship study abroad program, and it was, from meeting students from different universities and different countries, and being in an environment for a specific period of time. We were all outside of our comfort zone. It was those types of experiences that really strengthened my ability to connect. It really got me outside of, thinking I knew how to get around and what I would do in certain situations, and just being able to connect with people in a way that, doesn't happen, inside a classroom or in maybe your comfort environment, your origin country. You kind of had to step outside of a zone of comfort to have those experiences. And I remember that those are been my long-term friendships and relationships. Those are relationships that I hold dear to me, people that I met during those experiences, because we had these similar values that said, hey, we're not from the same country, we may not all speak the same origin language, but there's a thread here. We have some shared values, and that's what's brought us to this environment. That's what's brought us to this space. Let's enjoy that. And it was that experience that really built really meaningful relationships in my life that I still hold dearly to me. So, when you think about finding your tribe, it is about long-term relationships, friendships, people that will end up sharing life's significant moments with you. Celebrating that first job, celebrating career advancements, the people that will be there, your bridesmaids, best man at your wedding, who you'll announce to when you have, your first child or multiple children. Those people that will share, a health scare, news with you, and go through the hard things with you that inevitably will come with life. College is a wonderful place to find that tribe. And so there's value in that. And there is a school of thought that believes in the importance of finding your tribe in college, or college being one of the really formative places to find a tribe. Okay. And then there's a third school of thought. And this is a school of thought I think that we are all most familiar with, and it's the practical one. Okay. It is the means to an end. We go to college because it is the practical thing to do. It is what will set us up to launch our professional careers. And, that is the step. And we can look around, maybe our parents, our members of our community. There's overwhelming evidence. The teachers that we have right now in high school, and family members, there's overwhelming evidence around us that would suggest that when you have obtained a college degree, you are able to launch professionally, right? And so that is that school of thought that is practical and says, well, this is what I have to do. This is the important step to get what I need in the future. And that is okay. And so that is that other school of thought. But, with each school, with each thought, some of us also could be mixed and say, well, I'm a little bit of all three. But interestingly enough, as you distill the process, you will come to find that, maybe we are scales of each of these values, and they may not all be equal in terms of how we value the learning, the finding of a tribe, or the practicality of it, right? Some people might be 80%, I'm here for the practical, and the other stuff is like 20% combined. And other people might be like, number two, I'm about that tribe. That's like 60%. And then, of course, the practical and the learning, the academic, that could be the blend. And that's okay. The point is, knowing what the value of your college degree is going to be critical to help you making the right decision. Okay, you have to know what you want out of this experience. You have to know what is driving you, what is the intrinsic motivation behind it, and the scale in which you are motivated to pursue this college degree, the learning piece, the tribe finding piece, and the practicality of it all together. So that's just a little piece I wanted to share with you as you are thinking through and building and trying to decide where you want to focus your attention when it comes to applying to colleges and universities, and ultimately to determine where you belong. Make sure that you're liking and you're subscribing and you're staying connected. I would love to hear your comments below. Till the next one.